Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Give us a moment here to let this build up just a little bit. Give a moment for that viewership. Hello. We're going to give a moment for the viewership to build up here. And we're going to give just a couple of minutes here. For those of you that are just joining us here, yes, you can. You absolutely can. Go ahead and just screenshot with your phone. Open up your Photos app, press and hold on the QR code, and it will allow you to open the link to emulate. You absolutely can do it from a phone. Just got to know how. We're going to give it a moment here for viewership to build up. I do appreciate all you guys waiting patiently as I was wrapping up a machine demo. Again, if you are looking into any xTool machines, you can absolutely do a free demo with any of the demo hosts that are out there. You can find that right on xTool's website. You can go right under the local service tab up top and click on product demo. So go ahead and smash that QR code on the right side there. You can enter to win a $100 xTool gift card. And I appreciate you guys bearing with me here. I was just wrapping up a demo from earlier and also doing a little bit of technical difficulties tonight in terms of my PTZ camera from ObsBot. So we're going to be working between my MacBook, my iPad, and my iPhone. So, all right. If I can, in the comments from you guys, I would greatly appreciate it. Tonight's thing is going to be about wedding season, and it's kind of just the profit playbook and how we're going to apply it based upon the P3, which is the flagship 80-watt CO2 laser engraver, as well as the F2 Ultra. In our case, we do have the dual, but is available in just a single 60-watt MOPA. Or also a dual where you get the 60-watt MOPA and the 40-watt blue light diode. Beth, how are you? Fancy seeing you here as well. Appreciate the patience as I was finishing up a demo. So again, yes, tonight is going to be about wedding creations. Wedding season is pretty big for us. I'm not sure why exactly they had asked me to hone in on wedding season because I don't feel I might be the best fit person for that, but I will happily take your guys' ideas and put them into implementation here. So if you guys can, please, in the comments, shoot me some ideas. Let's see what we want to see here. A couple of the key things that I'm working with tonight is going to be some basswood plywood, may do some champagne flutes, maybe some shot glasses, some flasks, maybe a charcuterie board of some sort on acacia wood. So definitely drop your ideas in the comments here. I'm going to let them go ahead and flood in on the stream. They'll be on the left side here. So definitely would like to see what you guys got to say, what your guys' thoughts and ideas are. We're going to be here for an extended time tonight, probably till about 9 p.m.-ish or so. So we got about 2 hours tonight here, 9:30, somewhere in there. So again, smash that QR code over there. 3 of you guys will get a $100 xTool gift card. It is real. I can tell you. It is absolutely real. I do know people that have gotten it. So definitely enter. If you are on a mobile device, please screenshot it. Open up your Photos app. Press and hold on your screen on the QR code. It will open up the emulation tool, and you'll be able to actually go to the site and do that, and then come back and visit me here after. So... okay, I got one request here. Looks like champagne flutes. Yep, we'll definitely talk about it. Let's see. What else? Drop your ideas here for me. Let's see. I've had the M2 for a day now and loving it. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Mine is due to arrive tomorrow, finally. It's been a long-awaited delivery all the way from Ontario, California, all the way over here to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So a very nice long transit by FedEx, as always. So again, if you're just joining us here, go ahead and smash that QR code there on the right side of your screen. Go ahead and enter. Chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. If you are on a mobile device, screen cap it, open up your Photos app, press and hold on it, and you should be able to open up the web page where you can do it. Oh, I am so going to miss my P3 while I'm not near it for a month. Yeah, I would too. I'm going to be away from mine here for about, I don't know, about 10 to 14 days here pretty shortly. So I'll be right there with you because while I'm down in the great Disney World in Orlando, there will be a million things running through my mind as to what I can do on that wonderful machine. So again, we are going to be talking about the P3 and the F2 Ultra tonight, specifically the F2 Ultra Dual, and how we can apply it for wedding season. So we'll just give another couple more minutes here to get some viewership. Again, drop in the comments where you're from. Let us know your xTool background, what you may have, what machines that you may have. If you don't have xTool machines, let us know what you guys are looking for. We'll be definitely happy to kind of, we're going to talk about a whole little Mod Podge of a little bit of everything tonight. So let's see. First laser coming from 3D Designing and Printing. That's awesome to hear that. M2, from what I do see and hear, and of course from a couple of our counterparts here that are in the stream with us here from Beth, and I'm not sure if Bev's dropped in here, but those are our two M2 superstars right now, and definitely showed me a lot of stuff on that little machine. Never thought that we would see that coming into our production here at Forge and Thread Supply. But hey, why not? Alrighty here, and then real quick for you guys before we do get going, I'm going to let you guys also know that we do have some awesome stackable discount codes that we can use here from the 5th through the 7th. So if you guys are looking into purchasing any xTool machines, right on the right side here, definitely screen cap that right now. Anything $9.99 plus, Richard 100 will get you $100 off on there, and anything $39.99 plus, Richard 300 will get you $300 off of there. And for our friends to the north up in Canada, Richard 130 will get you 130 off of $13.99 plus, and Richard 450 will get you $450 off of $53.99 plus. So definitely go ahead, screen cap those, grab those, write them down. I'll give you guys a minute. I'll put the QR code back up, and we're going to get rolling here. Like I said, I do appreciate your guys' patience here. If you're just joining us, we're just finishing up a demo coming into this, and then a little bit of technical difficulties on our PTZ camera. So we're going to be relying on our MacBook, our iPad, and our iPhone tonight to pull off this stream. Oh, wow. We got a pretty good spread here. Let's see. We've got we got Georgia with an M1 Ultra, F2 Ultra Duo, and a P2S. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, we got somebody with a D1 P2, M1 UF, 1 UF2 UVAP, and M2. Yep. Feels like the never ending list like mine. Dayton, Ohio. Local. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Beth, I envy you. Got your print head today. Mine's still stuck in DHL. I get my machine tomorrow. That print head will probably be about a week out. Unfortunately, I'll be in Orlando when that shows up. Ever After Studio never fails. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. All right, guys. All right, here's the deal. So again, this is going to be for wedding season. So we're going to kind of showcase some of those projects and things that these machines are capable of. I have a nice table laid out with a nice big bin that we use for our bridal expos that we do travel to over here in the Pittsburgh area. If you are with us and you are anywhere near our area and or have gone to the David L. Lawrence Convention Center for the Bridal Expo, it usually falls right around like late October, early November every year. You've probably seen us there in our parent company name as Custom Print Products Pittsburgh. If you have, drop it in the comments. I would love to see that. In January this year, we did rebrand over into Forge and Thread Supply Company, but we still have that whole background from wedding season. That is a very big thing for us. So, starting this year, that's how you will see us referenced at that expo. So, alrighty, we are going to tap in our one of million tabs that we have open here right now. since we don't have the ability to do this as easy as we normally would. So I want to appreciate your guys' patience as we work along the way tonight here. So bear with me for one moment. Okie dokie, we are onto our iPad. You can probably see me behind me here. So give me 1 second. Yep, we're going to do our best with this one here, guys, tonight. So, yep, like I said, a little bit of technical difficulties earlier, so do greatly appreciate you guys understanding that. But here we go. So, we are going to take a look here at some of our staged items that we have from our bridal expos and stuff. Yes, elevator music. We probably do need to cue that in there, Troy. So let me see. We are going to go to our back camera. Awesome. All right, nice little. Ooh, we are mirrored. Oh boy, here we go. Let's not do that. Hey, there we go. That looks better. All right, so some of the items here that we do showcase at our local bridal expo. So some real nice bottle openers. Of course, Love is Brewing. I can tell you right now, those ones were done on a P2 using the scoring function. Again, can be done on the P3, of course. Definitely comment along the way here, guys, if you see something that you guys do like. So some custom bottle openers there. We have some we're going to play with tonight here also. If anybody recognizes the keypad of a machine in the background there, you drop it in the comments if you want. If not, don't. It's all good. All right, some awesome hangers here done up for groom and best man and groomsmen. A couple different tones here that we've done, some of the lighter tones and darker tone here as well. Same thing for the brides. Of course, we got bride and maid of honor and bridesmaid. These are a hot commodity during wedding season over here. So definitely check those out. As we are going along the way here, definitely go ahead and make sure that you do screen cap the QR code there or take a picture of it. So, all right there. Welcome to our Happily Ever After, done on nice, beautiful cheese board slate. Probably one of my favorites, the official provider of questionable advice and embarrassing stories. With a couple funnels and a little bit of shot glasses there. All right. Next up here, have a nice little wine bottle case. Yes, the bottle in there is empty. We're not going to worry about that. Just for showcasing purposes. Have a nice foil cutter and a, let's see, a little pourer. And a little cap, corkscrew. Yep, someone said hard to open a wine bottle. There you go. There's your corkscrew. There's another corkscrew. Oh, we got bottle openers, corkscrews for days. All right, some shot glasses. So again, please also don't worry about the chaos in the background here. We are a very busy shop here. But our shot glass is alcohol because no great story ever started with a salad. Again, also something that you can do on your P3, or soon to be P3 if you're going to look at purchasing one. Also capable on the F2 Ultra Dual. Well, another one of my favorites, charcuterie, which is a French word for cheese and other fancy crap. I don't want to get yelled at. So, you can figure it out for yourself. The old Bride Squad. Nice little polar camel mug there, done up. We have done these. This one is not 100% customized. We have done them with some names on the back. Well, sides, I should say. Offset. Flash for the guys. Again, just showcase with the company logo on there, but can be done with names and stuff. Nice, beautiful, golden engraved knife there. That does reference myself and my wife Megan. We did get married on May 19, 2018. So it's been a while. But that was done on the P2, totally capable on the P3. I'm making you guys thirsty. Sorry. Well, on that note, drink up, you wuss. Nice little leather coaster bottle opener. In addition to, here's a couple other bottle openers done up. I've got some nice Acacia coasters as well. Packs 4. So again, I mean, these are some ideas that these machines are totally capable of. and then some and more. So these are just some of the things that we do normally take to the bridal shows with us as well. So, we're going to do some of these projects here live tonight with you guys. But again, just kind of want to give you guys some ideas and inspiration and stuff. Again, please ignore my chaos in the shop here. We are a very busy shop. We do a little bit of everything and anything. So, alrighty. So I'm going to flip back over to my computer. And we are going to we're going to get into xTool Studio and talk about some of those things here. So let me throw my camera back on. So, how I wish I had my PTZs working. All right, while we're at it, here's what we're going to do. We got 31 of you guys here. I'm going to do a little giveaway of my own here. So if anybody is on this stream and you are soon to get married here this year, drop it in the comments. I'd like to see. And also, while we're waiting on that, get that QR code right there. Get a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card, 140 for our friends to the north up in Canada. If you're on a mobile device, screen cap it. You can press and hold on it in your Photos app, and will allow you to open a web page. Somebody out of the 34 of you guys got to be getting married here pretty soon. Let us know in the comments. I'm going to do a little giveaway of my own. Oh, geez, Troy. That's terrible. Anybody with a milestone anniversary, if we don't have anybody that's potentially newlywed, milestone anniversary, drop it in the comments too. I mean, it kind of counts for wedding season, right? Okay, we got somebody, future groom 2027. Congratulations. One entry for a giveaway. Oh, we got somebody whose son is getting married in 16 days. Awesome, awesome. Good to see. 16 years in October. Very good, awesome. Milestone's 20. Daughter's graduated. Does that count? Nope, unfortunately doesn't. My youngest sister out of the bunch of us just graduated too. 2027, he has time to run. Oh, boy. Hey, Kelly, how are you? All right, let's see. Claudia Herrera, 8753. You are up. You're lucky. Here's the deal. So if your son is getting married in 16 days, okay, it's coming up here very shortly, we're going to do a set of champagne flutes for you, and we will send them over to you. So if you would like to know, or if you would like to let me know, drop in the comments here, what is the last name and the official date of marriage. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so Claudia, you are going to be the one we're going to do a set of champagne flutes for. So again, let us know what the last name is going to be and the date of marriage. Okay, while we are waiting on that, I am going Herrera in June, Father's Day. Okay. That's a unique one. All right. Okay, so let's see. So Herrera and June 21st. Claudia, just so you know, if you look me up on Facebook, Forge and Thread Supply Company, please send me a message there so I can work out the logistics for you. What we are going to do here is we are going to go ahead and we're going to grab a set of champagne flutes. We're going to cue up that elevator music. Everybody hang with us here for just a moment while I grab those, and then we will get to work, and we are going to do these in the P3. So hang tight here for just a moment. Cue up that elevator music. Again, if you are just joining us, smack that QR code right there. 3 of you guys get a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card, 140 for our friends in Northup in Canada. Yes, they are real. So do that. I will be right back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, here we go. Nice 8-ounce champagne flutes here. So we're going to tap in our desktop here. We'll open up Studio, and we'll get to work. So let's do this. With our lovely 10,000,001 windows that are open. Okay, here we go. Boom, xTool Studio. All right, so we're gonna be working in our P3. So we have our lid open behind us here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this graphic off here for just a moment. So again, P3, xTool's flagship 80-watt CO2 laser is a very capable machine. Has the ability to do a ton of different things. Right now, we are going to work on champagne flutes here for Herrera, Herrera, for a wedding on June 21st. So again, congratulations. So the P3, we do pair that up with the RA3 rotary. Okay, while he's gone, someone move his chair. Yeah, no, sorry, Troy. It's just me here right now. Wife and kids are doing their own thing. That'd be a little bit weird. But we're going to use the RA3 rotary. The RA3 is capable of operating in auto mode here on the P3 as well as in manual mode. I am a huge fan of manual mode. I'm still working on the auto mode and all that stuff. I haven't tried it with glass, so maybe we'll try it tonight as a first. Yeah, so let's get that set up here. So we're going to go ahead and we will, we have Studio open right here. We are on the P3, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this up for the chuck capabilities on the rotary. So we're going to open that up there. And let's go ahead and pull up a couple of boards in here. We got a couple boards for some other stuff we're going to do here later tonight as well. And again, we're going to grab our RA3 rotary. So on your rotary, that does come with this machine. This also is able to work with the RA3 here. do have the ability to make manual adjustments to it to actually level out whatever it is that you're working on, especially if it's tapered, so on and so forth. Real nice magnetic lugs here that you can pull out. And you can move around to wherever you want them to actually be on here for whatever it is that you're actually working with, so on and so forth. Extra pins and stuff. Really, 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 really great device overall. But my favorite part about this rotary and why I recommend it to everybody is that you can actually literally just pull this whole chuck out of here. So also nice option the xTool did is that they gave the ability to purchase just these chucks themselves, so you can actually pre-stage your next items before you actually do put them on the machine, which is really, really, really nice. So go ahead, I'm going to pull these out of here, and I'm going to take some of my pins so we can set this up to be able to do our champagne flute. If anybody has any questions along the way, definitely please drop it in the chat so that I can answer them. Claudia, will we be able to go back and watch this again? Yes, absolutely. It will be posted to xTool's Facebook page as well as their YouTube page, my Facebook page, in addition to a few other places. Yeah, Beth, it has a little bit of a lag tonight. I'm not really too sure why. Restream's been a bit iffy. I don't know as to why, but all right. So we have our champagne flute set. We are on the chuck for the RA3. We're going to go ahead and we will get this all set up in the machine. Troy, this is the RA3. This is not the RA2. So let's get this all set up in here. I'm going to grab my iPad so that we can show you guys along the way. Okay. Since technology wants to be a bear tonight, for whatever reason it may feel. So, nice, big, beautiful benefit of the P3 is that your RA3 actually has the ability to drop right into some alignment pins that are right here, right on the right side of the bed. Also, as you can see, I do have the optional honeycomb insert as well. The P3 does come in a slat configuration, but you do have the ability to get the honeycombs as well, which is really nice. So we're going to take our rotary, and we just go line right up with those alignment pins. We'll pop it right in right there. Take our cable, got our connection port right on the front here. We'll pop that one right in there also. Okay. And then we're going to take our champagne flute. We are going to stick it into the chuck. There's a couple of alignment pins there. And we are going to see if we can make auto mode work on this. I have not tried it on glass. I typically run manual mode on glass, so let's see what we can do. Okay. So the next thing we are going to try is we're going to see if we could do this in auto mode. So we are going to take and let's see if we can get a device mapping. Of course, always want to make sure we are in our initial position. So that means, you know, down, flat, not up on any degree of an angle at all. Okay. So we're going to confirm that. We do need to close our machine cover to be able to do so. And let's see if we can get it on glass. If not, we will have to run it in manual mode. Okay. The machine is in process of trying to do that auto mapping. I do really do like the new rotary. It's definitely very, very nice. Makes things a lot easier. We're still in our measurement. Okay, wants us to tilt it by 2 degrees. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Gave us a very limited working space. Not a fan. Okay. Sometimes glass is a little bit tough, guys. It's totally normal because of being clear, translucent. So we are going to get an overhead picture of our bed. Okay, so we can see our area that we're working on here. So again, in manual mode, you still have the full capability of working on anything that you're dealing with. So again, like I said, auto mode works really great, especially for the color items and stuff like that. Glass, it's a little tough. Sometimes we get a good mapping, sometimes we don't. So manual mode, we will go ahead and just take I'm dropping stuff literally everywhere. It's not my night. Does anybody know if it's supposed to be a full moon tonight? Honestly, because this week and today has just been a mess. So whenever we're taking measurements, we always want to measure around our widest part here for perimeter. That way we get a proper turn on the rotary. So on our widest part here on our champagne flute, we are running at, looks like 7 13/16. So quick math on that at 13/16. We're running at 7.8125 on a perimeter. And I like to use perimeter. I think it's a little bit more accurate in my opinion. Okay. And then, of course, we can do a precise measure if we would like. So how we could do this, the machine by auto read it at 3.019 inch. We're just going to double check. So basically what we want to do is we just want to take and, we want to move the actual machine head over and make sure we're hitting that dot on the highest point. So let's do that. And let's bring it out. Okay. Bring our distance back just a little bit to make it a little easier for us. And I'm going to actually take and stick a little piece of paper on top there to make sure we do get a accurate measure. Beth, I've tried the tape. Sometimes I get a really good run with it. Sometimes I don't. It really depends. Okay. Very good. So now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we will set up our design for this. So for Herrera, we are going to take and we're going to try and pick a pretty decent font. We're going to get a nice little H in there. Where do we go? That's about the smallest thing I've ever seen here. Okay, so let's take that. Move it up to 72. We'll make an adjustment here at some point. Let's do a nice, for a nice little like a script of some sort, right? So, let's see. Let's try. Let's do brush script. Why not? Okay. Put to engrave. Now we'll do this. And let's get a date on there. And we have a date of June 21st. So we'll say June 21, 2026. Let's also get that in a pretty decent font. Graves, make that H a little bit bigger. So we want that to be the showcase, of course. Okay. We're going to take these. We can right click and then we can do a group. That way they hold together. And then we could definitely make some adjustments to stuff how we want it to actually be in position on our working area. So we are going to change our width to, let's go to 1.5. And of course, we're going to make a rotation 90 degrees. Now, what's really nice about how the RA3 lays out here in Studio, guys, is that it actually kind of shows you your working space with where you are. So however you're positioning your, items on here for engraving and stuff. So, nice little thing is that here, you're running dead center based upon whatever you have in there at that time. Now, of course, I don't have any marks or anything that I have to meet or any specific, types of, like insignias or anything that I'm lining up with. But like, let's say if you're working with, a Yeti cup per se, depending upon, specific mark that you may be working off of, you can make that, top center, put it off the side, offset, whatever you have to actually do. Those of you that are familiar with the P2 and the RA2 and in manual mode, well, manual mode only, because obviously, we didn't have the nice auto mode that the RA3 brought for us. Had to make that mark where you were going to start and then set your design off of there. Really don't have to do that with the RA3 no more. You can kind of just drop it, pretty much center where you want it to be based on the item that you're actually working on. So we have that there. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to put our settings in for champagne glasses. Now, guys, normally I would do a little thin coating of a dish soap before engraving on here. However, I have found as of recent that these particular ones that I've been getting, I really have not needed it. It's been kind of surprising. So we're not going to be using that for this, but that is a little bit of tricks for that like frosted glass look per se. You may potentially want to, just put a little, thin coated dish soap on there. So, all right, we got that set in there. We set our, and I'll take my camera off here for a second so you guys can see these settings, maybe, possibly, if it wants to play nice. And that back in there. And close our lid. And go right into process. It's going to detect our focus lens that we have in there, which is the M for medium. Is a thin coated dish soap for F2 Ultra UV or other laser engravers? It really depends. You have to kind of find what works for you. Okay. I'm going to tap out my MacBook here. I'll bring the iPad back in. That way we can watch it happen. Okay. Put that in there so you guys can see. Also, just so as you can tell from the studio on the PC, you do have the ability to have the live monitoring as well, where you can actually monitor from the side or from the front, which is really nice. And this was only set to take 2 minutes and 39 seconds as well. Let's see. Full moon was on May 31st. Yeah. Well, definitely has been an odd week, so it kind of explains everything for us. Now, of course, guys, also depending upon what you're doing here, you may find different settings and stuff that may work for you guys as well. These are settings that is based on a reference sheet that is shared in the community here. Most of my known settings that I utilize for all my CO2s, especially for glass, is more on the P2 end of things. So I have not fully adjusted my settings yet here for the P3. However, this is, of course, is a beautiful engraving that is currently coming out right now as well, based upon those settings. So definitely thank those that work to put that sheet together. And if you know what I'm referencing, you are in here. So again, thank you. So can the 10-watt laser on the M2 do this with the rotary too? Sorry for the newbie question. No, never a newbie question at all. I believe on glass that you should be able to do some engraving as long as you have a coating. Um, Beth, if you could chime in on that, that would be fantastic. I'd greatly appreciate it because, well, I don't have that in my hands yet to try. All right, that first one's done. And I want to just show you guys how quick and easy it is to change these things out, especially if you're batch processing. Now, so again, just undo that. Really nice frosted glass there. Again, just quick cleaning with some dish soap and stuff. Clean that up real nicely. Really nice frosted glass, nice details, no fracturing or anything like that at all. So I'm gonna set that one aside. And we're going to get our other one loaded up on there. Again, can use the dish soap trick. These guys, I have not needed it as of recent. So, go ahead and we'll pull this one out. And just to show you guys just how easy and quick that it is. Boom, changed out. We're done, ready to go, rock and roll. Process again. I got nothing else to line up. And we just hit that button and away we go. So again, just another quick 2 minutes, 39 seconds here on this one. Troy, thank you for that information. Definitely, guys, feel free along the way. If you do have questions, please drop them in the comments here. I know they've been a little laggy tonight, but if I, can see it and get it and answer it, I absolutely will. Yes, I do just want to kind of hint on what Troy was saying here, guys. If you had caught his comment here, settings are always variable. Please do material test arrays, before running your final product. Uh, I do like the you have been warned. Yes, material test arrays are absolutely huge, guys. No two machines will always fire 100% exactly the same. Ben, we are currently working on champagne flutes right now, buddy. Oh, and you know what? We're going to have to remake that one. We ended up having a crack here. I'm going to let that one finish. I don't want to grab it while it's partially fractured. I'm going to grab another one, guys. All right, so you guys all just saw the exact reason why you keep extra inventory. Things happen. Our first flute engraved perfectly, no problem. Our second one decided it was going to take a crack. So, again, always keep extra inventory for sure. Yep, just a little bit too much heat. I think we're going to back that power down to 55 just to play it safe. Again, guys, like I said, any settings that you ever see out there, they're just reference points. It does not mean that they are going to 100% work in your situation or in your materials. We'll do a little bit better on this one. Millen 3D Studio, to answer your question, very rarely do I actually have a glass break. I'd say maybe 5% of the time. I mean, we run a lot of glass here and normally don't have them actually fracture on us like that. But yes, it is definitely a heat issue. This is also why I tell everybody, please keep extra inventory on hand, especially when you're fulfilling customer orders, because you never know what's going to happen. Again, while that one is running, for those of you guys that have not been with us prior, and really nice frosted look here. Some nice little micro fractures we're going with here. Beautiful piece here. Again, sometimes can definitely throw some dish soap on there, depending upon what you are working with, and it'll be a very thin coat. But yeah, again, not very often that we actually do fracture any glass. So again, Claudia, if you're still with us there, please make sure that you do head over to Forge with Their Supply Company. Make sure you do like my page, follow my page, whatever, and shoot us a message, and we'll take care of you there. Just coming right into the end of this one here. Looks like we got about 27 seconds or so left. Yes, definitely want to comment on Diamond State Precision. If you have a customer that does bring you items, always caution them that there is a chance that they can have failures. All right, got a completion on that one without a fracture. That's awesome. Well, hey guys, this is real-time production. This is exactly what happens in these situations sometimes. Again, nice second champagne flute here. Quick little cleanup. Beautiful and on its way. So, Claudia, again, congrats to you. Make sure you do reach out to me, okay? All right, guys. So, we are going to flip back over to my MacBook. Okay. So, done with that. Alrighty, so done with that, and we are going to move on to our next project. We're going to do something on the F2 Ultra Dual. So, let's get some ideas, inspiration here, guys. If you want to drop something in the comments, anything that you'd like to see. Let's see. Claudia, that's forge, like metal forge, and thread, like embroidery thread, supply company. Yes, the most terrifying thing is when the customer does bring the one and only. It's not always fun, especially when it's like a keepsake or something. All right, guys, if you guys are just joining us here real quick, go and smash that QR code on the right side there. 3 of you guys tonight will win a $100 xTool gift card. Will be sent out to you in the next couple days. For our friends in North Canada, it's 140. So definitely scan that QR code. If you're on a mobile device, please go ahead and take a screenshot, and then you open up your Photos app, press and hold on the QR code, and we'll come up with the emulation of the URL so you can open and enter there. Okay, let's see here. I think we're going to throw in a Casio wood coaster here on the F2 Ultra Dual. So let's see here in the comments. Let's see. Milestone anniversary. Anybody? Somebody. Somebody's got to have something. $25 years. Ben, congratulations. That's awesome. You had it yet, or is it coming up? As we're going to be doing a set of Acacia coasters here on the F2 Ultra Dual. If you guys do periodically see me looking away, if you haven't been on my lives before, I do have a nice screen here where I can see all your guys' comments and stuff. Okay, had a last year going on 26 years. Okay, that's acceptable. All right. E2 Laser, tell us your anniversary date and last name, please. Anniversary date and last name. Or should I say the date of your wedding? I'm just going to show you guys just how easy it is to do these things. All right, guys, also real quick while I'm waiting on that, definitely make sure to also jot down these stackable coupon codes if you guys are making any machine purchases here over the weekend, 6/5 through 6/7. You have Richard 100 will take $100 off of $9.99 plus. You got Richard 300 will take $300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends to the north up in Canada, you have Richard 130 for $130 off of $13.99 plus, and Richard 450 for $450 off of $53.99 plus. So go ahead and screen cap that as well. Yes, 4th of July, 250 years. Yes, yes, yes. It is America's birthday. It's amazing. They have a nice, beautiful design that I'm actually getting ready to run on my xTool metal fab as well for the 250th. It's going to get powder coated here. So I'm very excited for it. It's going to be done on 2mm stainless steel. Okay. So I want to show you guys just how easy it is to do tracings and stuff inside a studio. So beautiful thing is that if you use AI, whether it's a very specific platform or if you're using the Atom platform that's built into Studio, lots and lots of different things that you can actually do with this. So I'm going to hide this for the moment here. I'm going to tap back in screen share. All right, so here we go, back in Studio, right? So let's just say that we have a design that we did in AI here. So the customer likes it. This is what they want to proceed with. So we're just going to grab it. We're going to open it. And I always like to go with keep size and then actually scale it down myself. I think it maintains all of the actual pixels and stuff like that as well. So, or pixel density, I should say. So, all right, now say, okay, great. We have this design. This is what we want to work with here. And again, this works for any of the xTool machines that are out there, with the exception of the apparel printer guys. So we want to come in here. We're going to hit trace. And very simply can get a real nice tracing on what it is that we're working on. You do have the ability, you can adjust some fuzziness thresholds, some denoising, you can play with the smoothness, stuff like that, to see what it is that you're actually happy with. And then we can hit save on that, click and drag that one out. We could delete the actual reference photo, come in here, change it to engraved, boom. Here we go, right? It's that easy, guys. Now, what we can do is I can take and I do have this in as the edible oil coated acacia wood. Works for pretty much any acacia, wood that you're going to do here. I just want to double check back at the comments here. So somebody say, looking forward to the metal fab. Yes, it is an absolutely amazing machine. And I very, very highly encourage that you do demo it with any of the demo hosts that do have it prior to making that purchase. That way you can actually see the capabilities of it. It is a very awesome machine. So if any of you guys are considering the xTool metal fab, definitely demo it. And you can do that through xTool.com, hover over local service up top and product demo, and those are free currently. So definitely take advantage of that. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to toss a coaster in the F2 Ultra. Let's get it on the background here. Step away for una momento while we do that. Okay, so right in the center there. Okay, and we will refresh our background here, which is real nice. We're also going to take, and we can actually do the autofocus measurement as well. That way we can have a proper thickness of what we're working on in there. Just so you guys also know, too, these cameras are incredibly accurate as well. So even if your positioning is off just a tiny bit in your bed, from being dead center, stuff like that, they're incredibly accurate. I also just want to note, though, too, guys, that with these types of lasers here, where they are, not on a gantry per se, they hit with a dot. So the more closer to center that you are, the more accurate and cleaner that your engraving is going to be. Now, of course, if you're working on highly reflective items, stuff like that, then you definitely want to, offset them just a tiny bit. So, all right, we are set. We are in there. So we're going to go ahead. We'll make a adjustment to the size of what it is that we are working on here. So it's going to be cheers to 25 years. And Mr. Henry, we are going to hook you up with a set of 4 of these, buddy. So again, using our reference settings here, going to go ahead and we will move right into process. It's going to show us our estimated time. It's going to be 59 seconds each, guys. Total cakewalk on time. So let me flip back over here to my iPad. We'll go over and we will launch it. Oh, I wish I had my PTZs tonight, guys. I really do. It'd be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, one moment. Just a second, guys. We are on our wonderful AP2 Max in our shop here tonight. Totally not required for the F2 Ultra, however. Works in our case. So, alrighty. Here we go. Now, again, too, guys, we are currently sitting on top of the cutting plate right now. If we pulled the cutting plate out and actually put a guide on the bed, what's really nice is you can actually just quick swap these without having to essentially reset them in studio. But we are on top of the cutting plate currently. That one key thing to note, of course, with any woods, there's always going to be variations and stuff. So if you are not necessarily 100% happy with that, you can always double click on your pad and go ahead and hit it again, and we will engrave once again, coming in just a little bit darker. You know, of course, you can always, up your power and stuff, or up your power, drop your speed as well. That way you get darker on the first result. Which I think when I go for the last couple here, we'll probably do that. That way they just move a little bit quicker. So we're going to double click that. We'll let that one run one more time. Do I use crosshatch on engrave? Depends on what I am working on. Don't normally use it on woods. But definitely depends on what I am working on. Definitely used it on some stainless steel last week for some custom bands, like kind of like wristbands, wristlets type of things. Okay. There. Again, nice little Casio coaster done. Cheers to 25 years, Mr. Henry. Amazing. So, all right, guys, I'm going to set up my next one here. I'll just fix that in studio here real quick. Normally, I'll have my guide. Bear with me here for just a moment. Of course, as we are going along the way, definitely please drop any questions or anything in the comments here. right. See, I used it last week on black acrylic on the F2 UV. Did great. Yeah, cross-hatching actually works really well on any of the acrylics for sure. Sorry, guys, if you guys are just joining us, just a quick little heads up. There is a, excuse me, there's a QR code here on the right side of your screen. Three of you guys tonight from the stream that do enter, you to get a chance at a $100 xTool gift card. They are real. I do know people that have gotten them. For our friends to the north, up in Canada, 140 bucks for you guys up there. So definitely scan that to enter to win. If you are on a mobile device, take a screenshot and press and hold on it, and your device should emulate the URL out of there and take you into the page. Okay. Questions, guys? Anything specific you guys want to talk about here for wedding season as it relates to the P3 or the F2 Ultra? We're not done, but definitely we'll take and answer questions along the way. And also, too, guys, these Acostia coasters, you could definitely do these inside of the P3 as well. Also, want to see if I can find that one file for that charcuterie board. It really is one of my favorites. What are all the actions that it performs? Can you reference for me what it is that you were referring to? P3, F2 Ultra, or just in general? Have I done any personalization at a wedding with one of the more portable units? Yes, we have. We've done it with the F2 Ultra Dual, which is showcased right behind us right now. We've also done it with the F2, which is the smaller portable one as well. And then recently we actually did some kind of glass like trinkets and stuff for another wedding here within the last month. It was a barn wedding, really, really beautiful wedding. We did those on site with the F2 UV. Scott, if you're referring to a machine that's capable of doing engraving, cleaning, and welding, you're probably talking more towards the metal fab end of things, specifically for the welding and the cutting. And I mean, it is a fiber laser, so it does have some engraving capability. I'm not sure if that's what we're going with here. If you can clarify, it'd be great. Again, if you guys are just joining us there, QR code on the screen, go ahead and smash that for a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. They're real. There are 3 of you guys from the stream that will get them. Simply Divine PA. All right. Are you in PA? Very curious now. The wood will do, but the metal. If he's referring to metal, it's at least in terms of engraving, cleaning, welding, stuff like that. Definitely going to be metal fab. Let's see. Okay, gotcha. I'm looking for a multi-use tool. I'm assuming like a 4-in-1 laser machine. I do like this machine, though. Yeah, so right now we are currently working on the F2 Ultra Dual. It is a 60-watt MOPA and a 40-watt diode. The metal fab, there's 2 variants of it. There's the 800-watt and 1200-watt laser welder and cutter. It has the ability to have a CNC cabinet with it as well. That's going to be a 24 by 24 working area. So again, that'll kind of do more on the metal end of things. In terms of the wood, smaller stuff like this, the F2 Ultra Dual, totally capable of engraving and cutting and stuff like that. P3 definitely also engraving, cutting, and thicker cutting as well with the proper lens. So I will tell you right now, there really is no machine that can absolutely do everything. The day that comes out, probably would be scared. Because all the different laser technologies all have their applications in what they do. So, not too sure how I feel on that one. Okay, guys, we're going to do one more coaster there on the F2 Ultra after this one. And we're going to go back over to the P3 and we're going to do some wood cutting. So nice little dual application here with some of the xTool machine guys. I figured out today. Well, I mean, I knew that it was capable of, but you can definitely put DTF, direct to film transfers, on wood. So in preparation for the live today here, one of the things that I did was I actually went and had printed a couple of DTF transfers on my apparel printer. And actually had pressed them over to basswood sheets that I had. And due in part to the fact of not having time to actually paint things prior. So I thought that was very interesting, but it worked. So definitely something, nice little multi-machine use here. Use our apparel printer, print out a DTF transfer, went over to the heat press, pressed it over to the plywood, and I'm going to throw it inside of the P3 here. We're going to make some cuts on it. Okay, that's one more coaster in there here real quick. Last one on its way. Netra, if you are entering for the gift card, you need to scan that QR code that is on the screen. Please do not post it in the comments. You don't want to be spammed by people. So make sure you hit that QR code there on the screen. If you're on a mobile device, screen cap it, open your Photos app, press and hold on it. The emulator will pick up the URL that's in there, and then you can open the web page and enter there. Also, for you guys that are with us here, if you're looking at making any machine purchases here over the weekend, got an awesome stackable coupon code 65 through 67 here for the U.S. site here. Richard 100 will take $100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300 will take $300 off of $39.99 plus. And for our friends to the north up in Canada, Richard 130 for $130 off of $13.99 plus, and Richard 450 for $450 off of $53.99 plus. So definitely write those down, jot those down, screen cap them, anything like that. You can definitely stack those on the current sales here over the weekend as well. So definitely take advantage of that. Let's see, born in New York City, then moved to PA, and now Florida. Yeah, I have a very strong desire to move to Florida at this point. I'm very tired of Pennsylvania, guys. But yeah, it's just has not happened as of yet. It's just not the right time. So, alrighty. Last one in there, almost done. We're going to bump back over to the P3. Do appreciate you guys spending your Friday evening with me here. And while we're going on about this, for those of you guys that are just joining us again, let us know your xTool story. If you have xTool machines, let us know what you got. Let us know where you are from. If you are new to the brand or seeking a machine or have any questions about some of the capabilities, drop them in the comments here, guys. We want to see this, see some engagement from you guys. Okay, bingo, done on the F2 Ultra. We're going to take that out of there and bump back over to our P3 and get to work there. That. I got the P3 end of things here, guys. So we're gonna take our rotary out of there. It's side by side now. Do this. There we go. All right. So take our rotary out of here. Very simple. We just pop it right off the alignment tabs on the right side there. Just pull our cord, pull it right on out. Now, I do only have one honeycomb panel in the machine right now. The machine does have slats as well, so either or. Again, you can have two of those honeycomb panels in there at a single time, but that's what I have in there currently at the moment. So what we're going to work with here right now, like I said, learned something a little bit earlier today about DTF and applied my apparel printer in a way that I normally don't, but we, due to not having time to paint prior, we got some 3mm basswood plywood here that we went ahead and we put some DTF on. So we got a nice black one right here, and we have a nicely done white one right here. So we're going to set that in there. And Bev, if you're with me, I want to thank you for the little bit of a tip on that. Definitely not something that I thought I would see myself doing. That one off there. And, oh, the lack of PTZs. Gotta love it. Gotta keep bumping back and forth. All right. So, let's see here. Let's take care of that. Let's see. Flagship M1 bought the M2 order Wonder Press. Want the F2 Ultra and CO2 eventually. Awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. Let's see. We're on P3, F2, F2 UV. Looking forward to the 01. Yep, me too. Right there with you. Can't really answer much on that right now, but if you want any of the sneak peeks, definitely check out the 01 Omni official group from xTool. Lots of awesome content was posted in there today from the Omni boxes. So definitely check that out. May or may not see. Okay. Popping back over to the P3 here, we are going to go ahead and we will refresh our background. We're going to come out of rotary mode. P3, F2, F2 Ultra, and apparel printer. I need help with the rotary. Okay, definitely. You can always book skills trainings and stuff with any of the hosts that are out there. xTool.com, up top, local service, hover over it, go in there, and then you can book a skills training with anybody that you choose. That is paid service, just so you know. Which machine works best for tie clip engraving? If it's metal, probably going to be the F2 Ultra. Yes. E2 Laser, I know what you have. About the same cash that I got going on over here, bud. It's a very expensive addiction, is what I like to call it. And I forgot about the Omni. I want that too. Yep. Definitely. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the P3 here. So we're gonna maximize this in here right now, and I'm gonna take away that graphic there for just a moment. So, all right, I'm gonna do a couple different things here. We're gonna do some nice black lettering on top of white here. So, like I said, again, these are just 12 by 12 3mm basswood sheets here. So we're gonna plug that material in there. 3mm bass. Oop. Where are we at? Oh. There we go. 3mm basswood plywood. We're going to hit apply so we get our reference settings brought in there. Then we can go ahead and we will do our distance measurement. I'm just going to do it precise on top. Our nice bed in the P3 there will automatically raise, which is really nice. That is where we need to be. Going to get a nice new background shot here. And this is what we're going to be working with. So, all right, what I'm going to do here is the first thing is of course, we want to showcase the cutting abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put a circle in here. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to move this out to 11.5 by 11.5. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to center it on my workpiece here because I want to have a nice little cutout. And we're going to set that up to be a cut. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take and bring in a, oh, yes, see, that's my America's 250th. I know it was going to pop up there. Let's see, we've got lots and lots of different projects we're working on over here right now. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to just take my screen off here for a second just because I'm going to go into a folder that's got some personal stuff in it. I don't want that to be out in the public, so hang on one second. That image in here. One second, guys. Ironically enough, I did have something that was saved here. While I'm looking for this, guys, if you guys have any questions, drop in the comments here real quick. Everything for just a moment while I'm seeking what it was that I wanted to do for you guys. It's probably going to actually bother me more the fact that I can't find it. And I know what it is. Plan to meet up with xTool Tour and check out the metal fab. Diamond State Precision, where are you at? We do have the tour. If you guys are anywhere near or around the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, it is due to come in here on June 25th. So it's going to be a quite exciting weekend here, I think. Okay, I know what we're going to do. Here we go. All right, I found it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to work on the trace function again. So let me pop my screen back up here. Okay. All righty, here we go. So we are back into studio here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in this. There we go. Boom. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a trace. Come in here, could set this up, could drop that denoising down just a little bit. Fuzziness threshold, see if we can grab this last couple little pieces. There we go. Cool. Save. Click and drag that one off of there. Pull that. And we're going to set this up to be at, let's see, what do we do every? We went, 11 and a half? Yep, we went 11 and a half. We're going to set this up to be 11 inches. Give us a nice little relief to work with. Set that on our canvas right there. And this is also going to be set up for cutting as well. Of course, also have the ability that we can do previews so we can see what it is that we're actually working with. And I'll kind of give you an idea of what, all the exploded dropouts are going to be here and what we're going to be left with as well, guys. So again, preview functions in Studio. Use the modeling. It works very well. So again, let's say if we're making a nice wedding sign here or something, maybe, something for the entryway, for going into like a reception, stuff like that. Definitely a good thing to, utilize. Nice little project there. So, all right, that said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move to process here. It looks like we're going to be 4 minutes, 20 seconds to make the whole thing happen. So I am going to flip back onto my iPad. I'm going to take myself off. Sorry, guys. I'm going to reroute my exhaust back over here real quick. And we are all set. We're going to hit start. It's like 4 minutes, 20 seconds to make it happen. I'm going to showcase the cutting power of that P3. Set this back over here while that's running so you guys can watch it. Yep, Ben, you're right. You know what, as I took a look at that, they definitely want to be cut loose up there. So, yes, guys, you definitely want to make sure that all your ladders and stuff are, sitting in the right positions and whatnot. So they will be cut loose from the top there. They still should hold from the bottom, though, for all intents and purposes, what we're doing here. Again, we're just, showcasing the cutting capabilities. So as we are working with the M lens currently here, there are 3 lens options for the P3, which is nice. There is the S, an M, and an L, or otherwise possibly referenced as small, medium, large. So we are on the M lens right now doing cutting on 3mm basswood plywood as well. As you can see, our AP2 Max is doing a wonderful job of suctioning out the exhaust there, and is also filtering our air in 6 stages. So we're receiving it back into the room here very clean. It is doing pretty well without the nozzle. That is correct. Full transparency, I'm not very much aware of where I have set it at this time, just due in part to the fact that we do so much engraving on here that the nozzle is not required. Sheila, how are you? Will, to answer your question, and somebody in here, my counterparts with the metal fab, I have not done 6061 billet aluminum. I'm not 100% sure. I would like to say yes to that, but I don't have confidence in answering that. Ben, I don't know if you've tried that. Chime in. I don't know. I highly doubt we got Mr. Smirka with us, or Mark. Any of my counterparts with the metal fab, can we chime in on that one? Too old to do this. Wondering if you've used the F2 Ultra UV to do anything for weddings with the inner engraved canine crystals. Yes, we have, and it's typically, you know, after the photos are done and stuff. We do work with a lot of our local photographers, and we sell the crystals and wholesale them. They provide us the images set, done, and ready to rock and roll to get put into them. So, all right, guys. Now, of course, this will require cleaning up here. We're not going to do that right this minute, but basically, so again, we're going to pull this out of here. Now, nice, very clean cut. Drop out our pieces. So, yep, again, a couple loose letters on the topping. This is all in image preparation, guys. So just my ends, everything else. Oh, and the R there, and the I. Most of the stuff's pretty connected, though. Pop that out of there. Of course, after, you know, cleaning this up, we could take and essentially, you know, to glue these things together, nail them together, pin nail them together, stuff like that, and create, you know, possibly, you know, a nice little, you know, welcome sign for an entryway or something. Obviously, you know, maybe you could put a date on there and establish something like that. So again, just project ideas for different things that you guys could do. Again, this is all cutting that was all done here live on the P3. This is 3mm basswood. Again, for time purposes today, I actually, rather than painting these because I ran out of time, I ended up just running a couple transfers on the apparel printer. DTF transfers, and DTF does stick to wood. Thank you to Bev for the little bit of insight on that. And had mated them together, and honestly, it actually gave a really, really nice, you know, even coating and finish and stuff. So again, I think here with a little bit of cleanup, and again, we can glue, pin nail, stuff like that, actually will make a really nice sign. So definitely something to keep in the back of your mind. Of course, all your cuts and scraps and stuff here, guys. You know, always want to clean out your laser bed when you are done. That way, you know, you're not, you know, keeping stuff in there to potentially induce fires and all that stuff. So, again, not fully cleaned up yet, but something, you know, out of example there put together could make a nice little entryway piece. So, alrighty, we're going to jump it back over to our computer here. So, guys, any questions on cutting on the P3? Again, that was done in 3mm basswood. Just graphic back up here for you guys. Again, if you're just joining us or haven't done it as of yet, definitely please scan that QR code and enter that. And you get a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. They are real. I do know people that have gotten them. If you are on a cellular device, just take a screenshot there, open it up in your Photos app, press and hold on the QR code. It should emulate out the URL for you. So, Claudia, thank you for that. Let's see. Ben. Yep, cut 60-61, thickness 3/16. That's pretty good. I have not dabbled in anything 60-61 as of yet. Curious what kind of gas that you used for that. So, any questions on the P3 or F2 Ultra, guys? Definitely drop them in the comments. I'd like to try to answer whatever I can for you, or really just any of the xTool machines. Whatever questions you guys may have. Air. Oh, wow, nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna put this other graphic back up here one other time. So again, for this weekend, only a couple stackable coupon codes for you guys that you guys could use on your xTool purchases. If you use Richard 100, we'll give you 100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300, we'll give you 300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends to Northup in Canada, Richard 130 for 130 off of $13.99, and Richard 450 for 450 off of $53.99. Okay, let's see. Back to the chat. Okay. This is a loaded question. If you had to pick only one machine, unlimited funds, what would it be? Truthfully, I would probably say the metal fab. I have an infatuation with custom metalwork and stuff, and I love the capability of having the CNC cabinet with a laser cutter and also a laser welder, so I can literally cut and weld whatever I want. Which is really nice, and you get a nice little 24x24 working area. With pass-through capability. So if I had the unlimited funds, that's where I would do it. If I had to pick a second choice, I would say the P3 for sure. Beautiful machine, great capabilities. I don't know of anybody here, my counterparts, that have showcased it with the conveyor system yet. I did just recently utilize that here in my shop, and I was absolutely blown away. I loved it for my P2, but the P3 is just total magic with it. Totally love it. So definitely would pick the P3 over anything else aside from the metal fab. That would be my number 2. Let's see. Any other questions from anybody? Okay, let's talk about acrylic. We'll stay on the P3 just for grins and giggles here, guys. So let's take, and I'm going to put some black acrylic on the bed. The P3 bed area looks like a tub. Well, you do have a floating bed, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, it is a very large area, but definitely is very usable. Put lots and lots of big things in there. I do like the fact that the bed can automatically move up and down as well, which is nice. I'm not playing with a base plate trying to set my heights and where I want to be. Especially with my rotary, that was like the bane of my existence for a while there, but the P3 took care of that for me. So I was just trying to peel back protection sheet on a piece of acrylic here real quick. You know, they put these sheets on here so tight, or with such good adhesives. It's kind of a pain to get them off sometimes. So, guys, we're gonna put 1/4-inch black acrylic in there. So again, showcasing the P3 what it's capable of. 1/4-inch black acrylic is about to go in there right now. Christy, depends on what kind of package that you want to look at right now. So, you know, of course, xTool, you know, they do periodically run sales and stuff on the machines. I also do want to advise you that they do have a 60-day price lock guarantee, which is also real nice because that price would go down within 60 days. You know, they would definitely take care of you if you had asked for it. P3, I've seen it go on sale and stuff. Just really depends on what you know, the time of year is, you know, what sales that they're doing, so on and so forth. But you can use my stackable codes over there no matter what, whether even if it's on sale or not, save you a little bit of money off of there. So definitely consider that. Your maximum savings if you build out a package or do one of the bundles, I should say, whether it be like a versatile bundle or an all-in-one bundle or something like that. You know, that's how you maximize your savings instead of putting the pieces in your cart individually. So, all right, put this piece of acrylic in there. We'll get moving on that. Deal with all that other stuff later. Get out of there. So yes, I did just knock some stuff down into my bed. You'll see that here when I take my new camera shot. It's not in my processing area, so I got nothing to worry about there. But definitely make sure you guys do keep your guys' beds cleaned out. Okay. So let me put this screen back on for you guys. And put that graphic out of there. Okie dokie. All right, we're going to go into some black acrylic. So P3 definitely shines with acrylic. Does a great job with engraving, a great job with cutting. You know, definitely one of my favorite machines to use for this. You can definitely do some very thick acrylics also. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set this up, and we're just going to use the same image for all intents and purposes of what we were going to do here. And we're going to take this down to, let's do a 4-inch round. And we're going to be working on our black acrylic here. So we're going to change our material out. And we're working on 1/4 inch. Again, remove your protective films. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take a new distance measurement. One second. Okay. Sometimes it does better just measuring off the paper, just because of refractivity and light and stuff like that. So, all right, we're going to kind of hug it a little close on one of the edges here. That way I'm not really wasting some material, just because acrylic does add up here. And we're going to set this up to be for a engrave. And we're going to use our offset tool so we can get a cutout at the same time. So I'm going to run a external outer shapes only offset. And I'm actually going to set this offset to be at 0 because I want it to be tight for a nice cutout. No, maybe we'll give it an 1/8 inch. Nice little dimension of some sort. Let's see, question popped in. Will the 10-watt laser on M2 do black acrylic? So on the diode end of things, if it is a opaque, more than likely, anyone on an M2 here can chime in, would be great. Or anyone that has one that's tested it. We're going to come in here. I'm going to make an edit on my cuts here real quick. The really nice thing is you can actually come in here and you can take out some elements that you don't want to. Even though I had it set in outer shapes only, we still got a couple little stragglers that decided to pop in. Sometimes it just depends on how your design is laid out. And when we're done, we can hit done, come back over here, we can reference it. Okay, boom, we're just doing, oh, we got one little guy left in there. Right there, get rid of him. All right, so we are set here. We are going to do engrave and then cut. So a couple different ways how you guys can do this. You can, set your layers and objects list. That way, things are in the right area for where you want them to be and how you want things to process first. The machine's also smart enough that usually will also figure this stuff out as well. But I'm kind of picky and like to kind of lay these things out in the way that I want them to actually run as well. So we are set there. Again, if you want to take a preview, absolutely can do a preview. Totally up to you. And then we will close out of that. We're going to come into process here. And it's going to tell us, okay, we're looking at 1253 for this 4-inch circle. And let's just double check our speeds and powers here real quick. Okay, we got engraved, yep, and then we got cut. Okay, very good. Okay, we're going to go back to process. Again, we are going to get the high power warning. Obviously, do not leave your machine whenever these are processing. Okay, because acrylic is indeed combustible. Okay. And we are going to bump back onto the iPad so we can watch it happen. Let's put this back in here. That camera back around to that back camera. We're going to shut that one off, and we will full screen this one for you guys. All right, here we go. Did you guys watch that? Now, guys, while this is currently processing, definitely, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments there. Again, this is on 1/4-inch black acrylic at the moment. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and smack that QR code there on the right side. Enter for a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. They are real. People do get them. 3 of you guys from the stream will get them tonight. Well, I should say from tonight's stream. We'll get them within the next couple days. But for you guys that enter tonight, will definitely be able to get that. So go ahead and smack that QR code. If you are on a mobile device, take a screenshot, open up your Photos app, press and hold on the QR code, and it will emulate out the URL for you. So again, 1/4-inch black acrylic. What we're doing right now, we're showing engraved and cut on a nice little monogram of our last name here, just for testing purposes. But you can do signage with this. You can engrave signage and stuff. Entryway signage, nice. Maybe like a nice wedding gift. Monogram. Put an established date in there, something like that. You can even set it up to cut holes out and stuff if you want to be able to hang it up, stuff like that. So. Definitely lots and lots and lots of capabilities of what you can really do with the P3. So, but you'll see we're showcasing engraving and cutting at the same time here. So again, 1/4-inch block acrylic. Okay. Any xTool related questions? Any machine questions? Anything that you possibly would like to see, please let us know. While this is running here, guys, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Ben Henry from E2 Laser is going to be running a live here, going over all the new features and stuff of xTool Studio and what it is capable of doing. So again, that'll be 9 p.m. tomorrow night here on live. Be xTool's Facebook page, xTool's YouTube page. I do believe his YouTube page as well. It's at E2-Laser. Again, is Ben. He's a great person to work with, great resource here in the xTool world, very knowledgeable. A lot of us, really actually work together here to, be able to put on these programs and stuff for you guys. So again, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Ben Henry will be live with all the new features and stuff of xTool Studio for this most recent update. So definitely tune in for that one. Also, too, I'll be back here with you guys next Wednesday night. That'll be my last one for a couple of weeks here because I will be going away on vacation with the family. Very much deserved, I think. It's been very busy. We haven't had the time to get away for quite some time, and we finally have a chance to, so we're going to. I'll see you guys here next Wednesday night. I'm not too sure exactly which machine I'm going to work on yet. I really haven't decided. Still thinking about it. So, any recommendations of what you guys want to see? Maybe drop it in the comments. I know that maybe we might do something in the realm of the World Cup since that's coming up. But if you guys have any machines that you very specifically want to see in action, drop me some hints here in the comments and I'll take it into consideration. Metal Fab lives are definitely probably one of the toughest ones to do. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I haven't gone that far yet. Maybe we can get a dynamic duo and tap it, Smirka. I just want to take a moment and just kind of, definitely comment on how just crisp and clear that acrylic engraving is right now on that black acrylic. Again, this is all that the P3, and this is all from the P3 and its capabilities. The step processing is just phenomenal. But we do a lot of acrylic work here, lots of larger cutouts, conveyor runs, stuff like that. It definitely does very, very, very well. So. Jennifer, it's okay if you can't click on it. If you're on a mobile device, just screen cap it, open up your Photos app, press and hold on it. It'll emulate out the URL for you so that you can open it up in a web page and you can make your entry. What did you have going on in Pittsburgh for a Metal Fab Day, June 25th? June 25th, that is actually going to be MakerFest. Tentatively, June 25th is what we're looking at, where the xTool roving mobile truck will be coming into the Pittsburgh area. Location is to be determined at this time. I am planning on definitely being present. I'd love to see you guys come out. Definitely make a nice event out of it. The beauty of the truck is that it literally has every single machine on it. Of course, they do bring out a lot of the professionals, to be able to kind of, showcase these machines and stuff. I believe it's in as a squad meetup, but of course, we will obviously be welcoming anybody that's potentially new customers as well. We'd love to be able to showcase what these machines are totally capable for you guys live and in person, and possibly also, help you guys out. Jennifer, screen cap, like screenshot. If you're on an iPhone, your lock button and your up and volume button. Just tap it together. Put the little check on the top right. Then open up your Photos up, press and hold on the QR code, and it will allow you to open it. See, metal fab would be great. Oh boy, you guys are really asking for that. I don't know. I may have to kind of put some planning into that one. I don't think I have enough time to try to get that put together between now and next Wednesday. We'll see. At the flea market where I do my work, we had someone come in with an F1 trying to laser acrylic keychains live with no filter. It was not a pleasant day for them. Yeah, Troy, acrylic and diodes, and it's not the best. Um, you know, cutting and stuff, yeah, but actually engraving on the opaques, not so much. I mean, you could score on them, which is nice. But definitely prefer the CO2 for anything in way of acrylic. I think it does just a significantly better job, a lot more capable. What lenses come with the P3 and when to switch them? So the P3 comes standard with the M lens, I believe, referenced as quote unquote the medium, which is currently in there right now, working on the engraving on the acrylic and is capable of cutting. Okay, Troy. Yep. Nope. That makes sense. Definitely. Yeah, that's why we have our AP2 Max running right now with this. So also has interchangeable lenses. So again, you can swap out to the S lens if you want that smaller dot, more finer detail engraving, pinpoint stuff like that. And then also you can swap into the L lens, which is going to be for a lot of that like thicker cutting. So there's thicker acrylics and stuff like that. You could definitely cut upwards of 20 millimeter plus clear acrylic with that L lens in a single pass, stuff like that. Thicker with multiple pass, of course. But the commonalities of working with acrylic that thick, not very often, but when you need it, you get the capability of actually doing it. So you can swap those out for the appropriate materials. If you're working on reference materials, if there's settings in the program for it, it will typically actually tell you what lens to switch into to be able to adequately run as well. So, but yes, as to Troy's point there, yes, you do need filtration in some way, shape, or form with acrylic, especially if you are operating in a indoor environment. If you're outdoors, I mean, you don't have good airflow if you're tented, something like that. Even if it's an outdoor flea market, yeah, you probably should still run a purifier of some sort. Because I don't think anybody around you really wants to, partake in any poisonous gases from cutting acrylic, and/or engraving it also. Okay, so switch out the graphic here. For those of you guys that haven't had the opportunity yet, here's my stackable coupon codes you can use on any of the machines right now through this weekend only, 6/5 through 6/7. On the U.S. site, Richard 100 will take $100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300 will take $300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends to the north up in Canada, Richard 130 will take 130 off of $13.99 plus. And Richard 450 will take 450 off of $53.99 plus. So definitely write those down. Take a screen cap of them so you have them. Those are going to be for this weekend only, guys. So definitely, if you're planning on intending on making a purchase, use those coupon codes. Save you a little extra cash. Looks like we're just about coming back down to the end of that engraving there. We've got a minute 47 left. Should have a nice cutout here in a moment. As you guys can also see too from my xTool Studio screen here on the top left of our view, you do have that remote monitoring. Well, not remote monitoring, but you have monitoring there where you can essentially kind of monitor your machine back from your workstation, or if you have extra screens in your shop like I do, you can pop it up on there so you can monitor and as you're working on some other things. Of course, never ever want to leave the room when doing so, of course. Question came in about lasering on PLA or PETG. To answer your question, the best machine for that stuff that I have found has been the F2 Ultra UV for the cold processing capabilities. Definitely does better with any of those 3D printed materials. All right, coming down to the end of the engraving on the acrylic. Going to get a nice cutout now. Single pass on 1/4 inch. There we go. One pass, guys. One pass, and it is done. I like to try to incorporate laser with some 3D print designs to cross medias. Yep, definitely. There's a lot of us out there that do it. Again, the F2 Ultra UV would be what I would best recommend for that, especially just because of the cold processing capabilities. As you know, with anything, PLA, PETG, 3D printed, we're not always at 100% density. So that cold processing capability is definitely worth its weight in gold. All right, we are wrapped up there. So let's go ahead and we will pull that out. Like I said, one pass, guys. There it is. Now, of course, we would need to clean it up. So at the moment, here real quick. Okay. Get back on there. So that's what we're looking at, guys. This is 1/4-inch opaque black acrylic, engraved, nice engraving, real nice dimension of that. And as we see, that beautiful, nice cut edge there. Again, this is 1/4-inch. It's a single pass. Doesn't get better than that. And just think about it with the L lens. You can do over 3 times that, guys. Alrighty. Any questions that I can answer for you guys before I wrap up this evening? E3, F2 Ultra, any machine, doesn't matter. And my hand smells like acrylic. Well, I had enough of that this week. All right, guys. If you haven't done so yet, again, get that QR code on the right side there. Scan that for a chance at a $100 gift card. 3 of you guys within the next 48 hours will receive that in your email. If you are on a cellular device, please take a screen cap of that, and then you can press and hold on in your Photos app. It'll emulate out the URL for you so you can open that up so you can enter. Let's see, we had, what xTool machine did you start with, Troy? I actually started with a P2 back in 2024. That was my first machine, was a CO2 laser. It's their 55 watt. Currently still available in the P2S model, which is a great starter CO2 machine. If you want to get into the flagship realm, that next generation stuff, the P3 is definitely the way to go. Very, very, very much solid machine. Biggest difference is power, working area, stuff like that. So 80 watt, 18 by 36 working area, wider conveyor path, and just all those extra features built into the studio, which is great. I love the auto mode. I think it works very well, not just in the RA3, but just the auto mode in general. Definitely love that. But yeah. So any other last minute questions? Any xTool machines? Anything you guys want to know? See real quick that maybe we didn't do. And by see, I mean something fairly simple. Hey guys, I'll give you guys my discount codes here one more time. Again, this is for this weekend only, 6.5 through 6.7. Richard 100 will give you $100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300 will give you $300 off of $39.99 plus. Richard 130 will give you $130 off $13.99 plus for our friends to the north up in Canada, and Richard 450 also $450 off of $53.99 plus, again for our friends up to the north in Canada. If I could only keep one, which would it be? In the laser realm, the P3 for sure. I would take the P3 all day. I love it. Yes, reruns will definitely be posted. They'll be on YouTube, xTool's YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, Forge and Thread Supply Company. You can also find them on Facebook on xTool's page, as well as my Facebook page, Forge and Thread Supply Company as well. So I do appreciate you guys spending your Friday night with me. Again, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, Ben Henry will be doing a showcase on the new studio and all the latest updates. So definitely tune in for that. Lots and lots of great information to come from him in that live. And then as of right now, I will see you guys next Wednesday evening. Don't know what machine we're going to do just yet. May tie to the World Cup, may not. We'll see there as well. So we'll definitely catch you guys then. Be my last one here before pretty much well-needed vacation. So other than that, thank you guys all so much for spending your evening with me. Here's your last chance at the QR code for the $100 gift card giveaway. I hope you guys all have a great night. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. If you got crappy weather, do some projects indoors. If you got great weather, get outside and enjoy it. Have a great night, guys.